Breaking news from the world of global entertainment. After weeks of total silence, BLACKPINK's Jisoo has finally spoken about her rumored connection with former One Direction member, ZAYN Malik, and what she said has sent shockwaves across social media and the global fan community. It all began quietly in early September. Jisoo suddenly vanished from social media. No new posts, no public appearances, just silence, but that silence didn't last long before the rumors started. Photos surfaced showing Jisoo arriving at Heathrow Airport in London, while on the same day, Zayn was spotted leaving a recording studio in Notting Hill. From that moment, the speculation took off. Was it coincidence, or something more? Fans and media outlets alike began connecting the dots, suggesting a secret project, a music collaboration, or even a deeper personal relationship. For weeks, Jisoo stayed silent. Until now. In a recent exclusive interview with a European fashion magazine, she was finally asked directly about her rumored relationship with ZAYN Malik. Her answer was simple, calm, and heavy with meaning. People connect in unexpected ways. Sometimes, music brings two souls together before anything else does. The statement immediately went viral. It wasn't a confirmation, but it wasn't a denial either, and that ambiguity was enough to keep the internet spinning. Just hours after the interview was released, ZAYN Malik posted a black and white photo on Instagram, a single white rose resting on a piano. No caption. Minutes later, Jisoo liked the post. That one small gesture reignited the global frenzy. Hashtags like #JisooZayn and #Eclipsed quickly trended worldwide, as fans dove headfirst into theories about what might really be happening between the two stars. Industry insiders soon added fuel to the fire, revealing that Jisoo and Zayn had been working together secretly for more than 6 months. The rumored project, codenamed Eclipsed, is said to combine music, visual storytelling, and fashion. An East meets West artistic collaboration unlike anything seen before. One insider described it as a cinematic experience that blurs the line between art, reality, and love. Then, an alleged leaked track list began circulating online, reportedly from Zayn's private server. One track stood out, Whispers of You, credited to Z.MXJK. At first, many thought the initials referred to Jungkook of BTS, but sharp-eyed fans quickly realized that they also matched Jisoo's full name, Kim Jisoo. The supposed lyrics only deepened the mystery. Two hearts, out of rhythm, meeting in silence / under a London sky, no words, just defiance. The London reference, the tone, and the timing, everything seemed to fit too perfectly. Shortly after the leak, BLACKPINK's management posted a cryptic message on social media. Art takes many forms. Silence is one of them. No names were mentioned, but the timing was impossible to ignore. Days later, Jisoo appeared at a major fashion event in Paris wearing an elegant black gown, with a single white rose pinned near her heart. Reporters immediately drew the connection to Zayn's Instagram post. When asked what the rose symbolized, Jisoo simply smiled and said, "Sometimes, it's not about who you're with. It's about what you create together." That one line set the internet on fire again. Was it a hint? A confirmation? Or just another poetic deflection? Fan reactions came pouring in across platforms. Zayn and Jisoo are the collaboration we never saw coming. She's his calm, he's her storm. This isn't gossip, it's art in motion. Still, not everyone is convinced. Some analysts believe the entire narrative could be part of an elaborate marketing campaign, possibly tied to a luxury fashion brand like Dior or YSL, both of which maintain close relationships with Jisoo and Zayn. But the undeniable chemistry and the series of subtle coincidences have kept the story alive. Recent reports suggest that the project Eclipsed may be officially announced next month at a major global fashion or film event. If true, this could mark one of the most ambitious cross-cultural collaborations in recent years, uniting K-pop's brightest star with one of Britain's most iconic voices. As of today, neither Jisoo nor Zayn has issued a direct statement about their relationship, whether it's romantic, professional, or purely artistic. But one thing is certain, their silence speaks volumes. Every shared symbol, every unspoken gesture, and every moment of mystery has turned this story into one of the most captivating entertainment sagas of the year. And perhaps, as Jisoo herself once said, silence is also a form of communication. Whether Eclipse turns out to be a haunting duet, a cinematic short film, or a fashion campaign cloaked in emotion, fans around the world are waiting, watching, and wondering, whatever the truth may be, one thing is clear: when stars like Jisoo and ZAYN cross paths, the world pays attention, and for now, that silence between them is louder than anything they could ever say. And now, the silence surrounding Jisoo and ZAYN is turning into something much bigger, a global cultural moment. Every new detail, every cryptic post, and every public appearance only adds to the intrigue. What started as a few rumors has now evolved into a worldwide conversation about connection, art, and the meaning of fame in the age of social media. After Jisoo's interview and her subtle message about music bringing people together, fans noticed a sudden shift in both artists' online activity. ZAYN began following several K-pop producers, stylists, and even a well-known South Korean cinematographer. Meanwhile, Jisoo started interacting with Western artists and fashion photographers she'd never publicly engaged with before. It didn't take long for fans to piece it together: something was in motion. Behind the scenes, several British media outlets hinted that ZAYN had recently recorded a track at Abbey Road Studios, the same place where the Beatles once worked. Around the same time, an insider in Seoul claimed Jisoo was finalizing a special global collaboration, set to be released in early 2026. The timing couldn't be more suspiciously aligned. Music journalists began calling it the connection of silence. Two artists known for their quiet, introspective nature, both navigating the pressure of fame in their own ways, now linked by an invisible thread of art, emotion, and rumored, in one of her few recent appearances, during a fashion week after party in Paris, Jisoo was seen talking with a British producer who had previously worked with ZAYN on his album Icarus Falls. No one knows what they discussed, but eyewitnesses described the atmosphere as surprisingly emotional. She looked deeply focused, like she was discussing something close to her heart, one attendee reported. Adding to the mystery, a few days later, a short audio snippet began circulating online, a haunting melody with soft piano chords and overlapping voices. It was only 5 seconds long, but fans swore they could recognize Jisoo's tone intertwined with ZAYN's. The leak spread like wildfire before it was taken down within hours. Still, once the internet hears something, it never forgets. Within days, #Eclipsed challenge started trending on TikTok, with fans creating edits combining Jisoo's visuals and ZAYN's lyrics, imagining what their joint project might sound like. Some used clips of Jisoo's ethereal solo performance from Flower, layered over ZAYN's melancholic vocals from Let Me. The result was unexpectedly beautiful and eerily fitting, but as the online storm intensified, both camps remained completely silent. No denials. No confirmations, just the same calm stillness that has now become their shared signature. This silence has made fans look deeper. Beyond gossip, they see a story of two people who've lived under the spotlight for years, both craving authenticity in a world that rarely allows it. ZAYN, who has long spoken about his struggles with fame and solitude. Jisoo, known for her quiet strength and emotional depth, who often chooses art as her way of expressing what words can't. Perhaps, in each other, they found someone who truly understands what that silence feels like. Meanwhile, entertainment reporters across the globe are treating this as more than just celebrity news. Some describe it as a moment of artistic convergence. For once, the focus isn't on scandal, but on the subtle beauty of mystery itself, and maybe that's what makes this story so powerful, because instead of loud declarations or flashy headlines, it's built on fragments, looks, gestures, lyrics, symbols, all whispering something that feels almost sacred in a noisy digital world. Still, there are new clues emerging every day. Fans recently noticed that ZAYN's official website was updated with a new background image, a solar eclipse. At the same time, BLACKPINK's YouTube channel added an unlisted video titled Light Fades, Love Remains. No thumbnail, no description, but those who managed to view it before it was taken down described a minimalist visual, a single white rose floating through space. Coincidence? Or coordination? Major entertainment outlets like Rolling Stone and Vogue Korea have already started preparing features speculating about the project. One journalist even claimed to have heard an early demo that sounds unlike anything either artist has ever released before. A fusion of ZAYN's soulful tone and Jisoo's delicate vocals, wrapped in cinematic production that feels more like a movie soundtrack than a pop single. Even industry executives are paying attention. Several major fashion brands are reportedly interested in sponsoring the campaign once it's officially announced. If Eclipsed truly combines music, visuals, and high fashion, it could redefine what global celebrity collaborations look like in the modern era.in fan communities. However, the discussion is more emotional. People are writing essays, theories, and even fan art about the symbolism of silence and the eclipse. Some say it represents two artists who've spent years in their own shadows, finally finding light through one another. Others think it's about the fleeting nature of connection, how even the brightest stars can align for only a moment before returning to darkness, and that poetic interpretation might not be too far off, because in a recent fan Q&A, when Jisoo was asked about what inspires her the most lately, she answered softly, light and darkness. How they meet. How they change each other. That one line was enough to reignite all the theories. As of now, both YG Entertainment and ZAYN's management team have refused to comment, calling the situation creative speculation. But the silence only feeds the mystery further. Every non-answer feels like another clue, every delay feels intentional, as if the world is being prepared for something bigger than anyone expects. Whatever Eclipse turns out to be, whether a groundbreaking duet, a short film, or a cultural art statement, it's clear that Jisoo and ZAYN have already achieved something rare. They've managed to turn silence into anticipation. They've created a story that people feel, not just follow. And as the world continues to watch, one thing is certain: this isn't just about celebrity rumors anymore. It's about the art of connection, between music, emotion, and two souls that seem to understand each other without saying a word, because sometimes, the loudest stories are the ones told in silence. In the days that followed, the mystery surrounding Jisoo and ZAYN only deepened. Both artists remained completely offline, no updates, no public sightings, yet the digital world refused to stay quiet. Fans began analyzing everything from past lyrics to their recent fashion choices, convinced that each detail held a hidden message. Then came the biggest twist yet. A production assistant from London anonymously claimed that a private screening had taken place for a visual project titled Eclipsed. The screening reportedly featured an unreleased track with haunting harmonies and poetic imagery of two stars drifting apart in slow motion. While no footage has leaked, several attendees described it as breathtaking, with one saying, "It's not a love story, it's an emotion turned into art." Soon after, media outlets noticed that both Jisoo and ZAYN's official websites displayed the same quote, "Even in silence, we remember each other." The synchronized updates sent fans into a frenzy. Was this their way of confirming the collaboration? Or was it another artistic tease designed to build anticipation? Meanwhile, music insiders hinted that Eclipsed might be released in two phases, first as a short film, followed by a global single available on all streaming platforms. The project, they said, would mark a new chapter for both stars, ZAYN's reintroduction to the global stage and Jisoo's expansion as an artist beyond K-pop. Analysts predict that if the rumors are true, Eclipsed could break multiple records upon release. Two powerhouse fanbases, Blinks and Squad, uniting for one moment in history. It's more than just collaboration, it's a cultural collision. As of today, there's still no official confirmation, but anticipation is reaching its peak. The world waits for a single announcement that could redefine global pop culture, and through it all, one thing remains clear: even without words, Jisoo and ZAYN have managed to hold the world's attention, proving that sometimes, the quietest connections echo the loudest.